My name is Dolley Payne Todd Madison, the first lady, and I am here to welcome you to my podcast and to let you in on some hot, juicy history gossip. My life was full of it. Let's start at the beginning. My family consisted of 8 siblings, and we practiced Quakerism. This is the belief in the spiritual equality of all people, pacifism, and simplicity. Fast forward to my 20s, and I would attract many men that would describe me as beautiful, charming, kind, and fun to be around. I described myself as outgoing, fashionable, and genuine till the day I died. So for 60 years, I was a total catch. Speaking of death, I suffered many terrible losses in my time. In 1793, a yellow fever outbreak swept through Philadelphia. I lost 4 members to this evil disease, including my sweet little baby boy, William, and my first husband, John. Almost a year later, Senator Aaron Burr introduced me to Representative James Madison of Virginia, and let's just say we get along so well. Mr. James Madison and I spent 4 months falling deeply in love before becoming officially married in the summer of 1974. He was the man who, of all others, I most admired. Although I am 17 years younger than James Madison, I always assured him that our hearts understand each other, and he was also a wonderful father to my child. He became president in 1809, and I moved into the White House with him, updating the place with a Greek style that impressed many visitors. I also acted as the White House hostess, presiding over dinners, social events, and my famous Wednesday evening drawing rooms, also known as Wednesday squeezes, because hundreds of guests would squeeze into the party room, #popular. I recall these social events helped build early Washington society and gave me considerable political influence as a woman. My events allowed members of opposing political parties to put their differences aside and engage in pleasant conversation. Okay friends, there's some silly rumors going around about me that I need to clear up. First, that I mostly serve cupcakes and ice cream at my parties. While I do love a sweet treat, this is a marketing scheme for a bakery, not the truth. The other rumor is that I was the first person to serve ice cream at the White House, which is simply not true. Thomas Jefferson and Abigail Adams served ice cream before me. The next rumor is a juicy one, so listen closely. The British set fire to the White House during the War of 1812. It is rumored that I cut a Gilbert Stuart portrait of George Washington out of the frame to rescue it from the flames, running out of the White House with the painting in my arms. While I loved the drama, this was not the case. It was a life-size portrait, an 8-foot-tall canvas. I would have needed a ladder to get it down. I simply instructed the unpaid doorman and the unpaid gardener to ensure it was preserved with care, along with other important documents in silver. I did this because it was American history that was important to me, and I didn't want it to be burned or captured by the British. There's been copies of this painting made, and the original is still here in the White House. Some more tea before I leave. I also played a large part in fundraising for the Lewis and Clark expedition. And I was the first president's wife to formally organize a public charity project sponsoring a home for orphan girls in Washington, D.C. You could say I was a hero and the first lady of the United States of America. Bye.